Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is a live recording of a 50-minute full body flow. So find some space to move and let's get started. So you can make your way to a comfy seat. Place your hands on your knees or in your lap. And then we're going to take a few shoulder rolls. So we'll lift our shoulders up and bring them back and down, and we'll do a few shoulder rolls going backwards like we usually do. Let's make them nice and slow, nice and big, and then we'll try to roll our shoulders forward. So you can lift the shoulders back up and try to bring them forwards. And I like to get my whole arms involved. And I find that's a little bit easier to roll the shoulders forwards. Maybe that's just me. And once you're done that next shoulder roll, you can let it go. Place your hands back on your knees, bring some length into your spine, and then we're going to twist. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, you can start to turn your chest over towards the left side. And let's stay sitting nice and tall here. Press the ground away. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. And then using an inhale, we're going to turn back so that we're facing forwards again, but we're going to twist to the same side. So just take another inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, twist back over towards the left. And just hold it there, press the ground away. Maybe you can take a little peek further behind you. And then using an inhale to come back so that you are facing forwards. Your hands can find your knees again. Just reset. We'll twist to the other side now. Take an inhale to lengthen and exhale to turn the chest towards the right. Move the hands. Press the ground away. And then using an inhale to turn forwards. Maybe bring your hands back to your knees though. Just take another inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale one more time, twisting over towards the right. Maybe going just ever so slightly further, maybe not. Take one more breath on this side. And then using an inhale to find your way back. Facing forwards again, hands back to the knees or to the lap. And start to take your shoulder rolls going backwards again. Maybe about 3 of them. And then you can switch directions and then maybe get your arms involved to make these shoulder rolls going forwards as big as they can be. And then let it go. Bring your hands back to the knees or your lap. And finally, if your eyes are still open right now, let them close. Just find some length through the spine. Sit still. Just take a moment to scan your body. To let your shoulders fall from the ears a little bit more. To notice your breath. But really just to slow down your day so far. Stay for about 3 more breaths. Can you bring some more length into your spine? Breathe a little bit slower. One more breath in and out. And you can start to open up your eyes. We're going to be making our way to tabletop, so you can come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Maybe give your hips a sway side to side. And then our right leg is going back. You can keep your foot on the ground or you can float it. We'll keep both of our hands down though. And then we're going to pull our knee towards our belly or our chest. So it might slide along the ground. It might be lifted. But you can round your spine a little bit to bring the knee towards the chest. And then as you inhale, extend your leg back out. And exhale as you crunch it in, a little round of the spine. Inhale to extend. And exhale to crunch. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to extend. And exhale to crunch. Awesome, you guys. Bring that right knee back down to the ground. Set up your tabletop. Maybe replant the hands, a sway of the hips, and your left leg can go back. The foot can stay on the ground the whole time, or you can float it. But press into the hands, find the length through the leg, and then start to bring the knee towards the chest or the belly. Round the spine a little, squeeze it in. Inhale to extend your leg out. And exhale to crunch it in. That's 2. We're doing 5. Inhale to extend. And exhale to crunch. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale to extend that leg back. And exhale to squeeze it in. And then find your way back to tabletop. Relax. Maybe replant the hands again, spreading your fingers wide, and maybe a sway of the hips too. We're going to be tucking our toes and lifting up to downward facing dog. A moment here to maybe pedal your feet, or you can be still, just press the ground away. Let your head get a little bit heavier. Take a slow breath in and out. Then using an inhale to gaze forwards. As you exhale, let's walk all the way to the top of our mat. Take your time. Once you get there, you can inhale into a half lift and exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up and exhale. Lower your arms to your sides. Take a shoulder roll if you like. And inhale as you reach up. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale into a half lift. And exhale to fold down. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms, a shoulder roll again if you want one. And inhale as you reach back up. Exhale, let's fold. Inhaling into a half lift. And exhale to fold forwards. Let's plant our hands. Take your feet back to downward facing dog. You can bring them nice and close together. So push into the hands here, nice strong grip into the hands. And our right foot's going to start to lift. It's going to lift up and down. So you can go as high as you want. Take an inhale to lift it up. And let the exhale gently bring it down with control. So pressing into the hands. And inhale to lift. And an exhale to lower. And the only thing moving is your leg. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower and plant that foot on the ground. Inhale your left foot up any amount. Push into those hands. Feel your shoulders. Exhale to bring it down. And inhale to lift, just that leg is moving. Exhale to lower it. And inhale to lift one last time. And exhale to lower it down. Plant that foot. Use an inhale to look forwards. And as you exhale, walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale into a half lift once you get there. And exhale to fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Take another shoulder roll. And inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale into your half lift. And as you exhale, this time let's plant our hands and take our left foot back. We'll leave the knee lifted and we'll rise up to warrior two. So adjust your feet once you're standing up. Reach your arms out. Spread your fingers wide. Try to take a shoulder roll. Roll the shoulders back and down. Pressing into your feet. And let's just keep our arms reaching out. Let's straighten the front leg a little bit or all the way, just to bend it again. And then you can straighten it. Just to bend it a little bit more. And one more time, maybe you straighten that front leg. Just to bend it again, and then hold it here. Take your front palm and flip it up. Start to reach up as you tip back for your reverse warrior. Reach up. Feel that side stretch, still bending our front knee. And using an inhale to come back to your warrior two. Just that upper body's moving. Let the arms come back. Palms down, fingers spread wide. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll bring our hands all the way down to the ground. You might end up in a lunge. Use an inhale to look forwards. And as you exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale into a half lift. And exhale to fold, where you can plant your hands and take your right foot back as far back as you'd like, so that you can stand. You can lift up and set up your warrior two, but adjust your feet as much as you'd like. And reach your arms out. Palms down, spread your fingers. Try to take a shoulder roll. Awesome work, you guys. You can start to straighten the front leg. Just let the front leg move. Just to bend it again. Maybe going a little bit further each time. You can start to straighten it. Just to bend it. And one more time. You lengthen that front leg. Just to bend it a little bit more. Awesome. You guys take your front palm, turn it up. Lift that arm up. Look up, reach up. Keep that front knee bent. And then using an inhale just to tip that upper body back to where it started. Your warrior two, palms down, spread your fingers wide. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, we'll bring our hands to the ground. You might end up in a lunge. If so, take an inhale to look forwards and exhale to bring your back foot to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up and exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Let's stay standing here for a moment. You can hold on to something if you want to be close to a wall. We're just going to have our feet about hip width apart and toes turning out slightly. We're going to try to lift the heels a little bit so you can hold something or not. You can also try to lift one heel at a time. You might do both and see how high those heels will go. Press into the toes, stand as tall as you can. You might want to reach your arms out wide to help you balance, or have your hands on your hips, or again, holding on to something. Feel your nice strong ankles all the way up the legs. Maybe you're shaking a little bit. Woo, I'll spill over. And let the heels come down. Switch sides if you were doing one and you didn't switch sides yet. And just in case you are switching sides, we'll all go back up. If you're doing both, second time's maybe a little bit more wobbly or less. It's windy in here. Let the heels come down, whatever happens to be lifted. You can bring the feet a little closer together, shake it out, find the top of your mat if you did move off to the side, and roll your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale as you reach up, and exhale to fold forwards. Inhale into a half lift, and as you exhale, we're going to fold down, plant our hands. Our left foot's coming back again, but we're going to lower our knee this time, starting in a lunge. So feel free to roll your mat over if you'd like. Finding that left hip. Take a moment to soften through your hips here. Find that stretch. Breathe. We're gonna try to bring this back knee and our front foot as close together as we can get them. Actually, not just trying to envision them moving together. Slide the back knee up or the front foot back as close as you can get them. And then we'll try to sit on our heel. Now you might be in 90-90 with your legs. Somewhere in between, you can try to sit on the heel. You could lift back up and try to tuck your toes under and sit on your heel in a half a toe squat. So you can do this maybe from a 90-90 position. You could tuck the toes. You don't have to sit back on the heel. You could try. You might end up lifted up somewhere in between. But just take another breath or two. Maybe sitting back on the heel in some way. And the hardest part is coming back to our lunge, bringing space between that front foot and that back knee again. So maybe your front foot goes up a little, and then maybe your back knee staggers back a few times. So you're in your lunge again, sinking into your hips. Feeling that left hip flexor. Nice work, you guys. All right, leave your foot in your back leg where they are. Just send your hips back to lengthen the front leg now. Half splits. You can press your toes down, or you can lift them up. You might have to scooch that foot a little further away, a little closer, so that you feel balanced, though. Feel that nice stretch through your hamstring. Okay, just an option here. You can keep this back knee on the ground. You can stay in this nice half split. Or we can try to lift our back knee up. But to do that, we'll drop our front toes. So we'll press into that foot. We'll tuck our back toes as well. And then we'll lift that knee if it wants to lift. So we might be kind of wide with the feet. Have your hands on the ground to support you, to press into. So our back heel is likely lifted, but our front foot maybe is flat against the ground. And we will be coming back the way we came. So if you can slowly, gently bring that left knee down, you might end up somewhere between a lunge and your half splits, but just come back to half splits if you are somewhere in between. And just another breath here. And we'll all bend into that front knee now. Come back to our lunge where you might be tucking your back toes once again. You can lift the back knee up if you want to. Take an inhale to look forwards though. And as you exhale, step or walk your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale into a half lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale as you come all the way up. Exhale, lower your arms. Take a shoulder roll. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale into your half lift and exhale to fold down, to plant your hands and take your right foot back to set up a lunge. Roll the mat over if your knee wants some cushion. Nothing fancy to start, just a lunge. Where you feel your right hip. So we might be moving our foot and our knee closer together. A little or not very much at all. Trying to sit back on that back heel though if you would like. Or maybe skipping that part. But you can bring the front foot back, the back knee up. However you need to get where you're going. And you might not tuck your back toes under. You might stay on the top of that foot or tuck them under, sit back on that heel. And then we're going to find our way back to our lunge as gracefully as we can. Front foot back, back knee back. You can untuck your toes and then send your hips back for your half splits. Maybe pressing the foot down to start. Maybe pointing the toes up. And then maybe, just maybe, if you want to try to lift your back knee up, you can, but drop that front foot first, tuck your back toes, and maybe that back leg will lift for you. But if you can push onto your hands, push into both of your feet. And if you're lifted up gracefully, gently bring that knee down. And you can come back to your half splits. Take another breath here. And you can find your lunge. Bend into that front knee and maybe lift the back one again. From your lunge though, an inhale to gaze forwards and exhale your back foot all the way to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lift halfway up and exhale to fold. forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up, and exhale, lower your arms to your sides. And we're gonna stay standing again and do that heel lift one more time. But we might lift up and down a few times. So you can have your feet, I like to be just a little bit wider than my hips, where you feel the most balanced. Toes out a little bit. And then just try to lift a heel or two. And you can lift really high or not that high and just go up and down. And when you come down, you don't actually have to touch the ground. You could be in a slight hover. But it just requires a little bit of concentration or a lot of concentration. So no time to think about anything else, but maybe use your arms to support you, reach them out, hold on to something. Feeling a little bit of heat through the legs, maybe, the calves, the ankles. Everywhere if you're lucky. And you can go up and down as many times as you'd like. Maybe until you feel that little burn. That heat, and then keep going. Awesome work, you guys. Maybe one more, and then bring the feet down. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Find the top of your mat. And a final shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders back and down, and inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale, let's fold. Plant your hands. You can step your feet back to downward facing dog. Push into the ground. Just let your head and chest be heavy. Maybe notice your calves. You could try to lift the toes and drop the heels. Maybe you feel them stretching. But take another inhale. And as you exhale, we'll bring our knees all the way down and into child's pose. So you can bring your knees as wide as you want. Big toes lightly touching, sending the hips back. And you can melt it down. Rest your forehead. Close your eye. Just feel your breath. You might stay here a little longer. If you are ready to move, lift up to tabletop. So bring the knees in a little bit if you have them wide. A little sway through the hips. And we're going to reach our left arm forwards and just bring our right arm underneath the chest. And lower down, rest your head if you can. Take one more breath on this side. And using an inhale to lift, you might take a moment in tabletop or just reach that right arm in front and bring the left arm under to switch sides. Let your upper body be heavy. Stay for another breath or two. And using an inhale to lift back up, finding your way back to tabletop. Maybe a sway of the hips or the shoulders. We're going to go into a puppy dog stretch, but maybe with nice wide hands and arms today. So you could go to the edges of your mat as you reach forwards. Maybe walk the fingertips away as you lower your chest. Your forehead might come down or your chin. Just another breath or two here. And using an inhale to lift. Walk your hands back in and under your shoulders. Maybe a gentle sway. And we're going to sit down. So maybe you'll choose to cross your ankles and try to send the hips back and then sit all the way down. However you want to come to seated though. With your legs in front of you. Just to give the knees a hug or a squeeze. And we're going to lay down really slow. So you can plant your feet. The knees bent, hold on to the legs or reach past and starts around the spine. And lead with the low back. One vertebrae at a time. Squeeze the belly button in. Reach past the legs. Slowly, slowly lower. All the way. Shoulders and your heads. And you can walk your feet in a little bit closer. You can sway your knees side to side a few times. We'll be making our way into figure 4. So just the left foot coming on top of that right quad. Nothing fancy. You can lift your right foot up, hold on to your legs, or leave that foot on the ground. Feel that nice glute stretch. But mostly just finding your breath. Take another couple breaths on this side. Maybe just a gentle press of your low back against the ground. Let the legs start to uncross and plant the feet again, and maybe a sway of the knees side to side. And bring your right foot to that left quad when you're ready. Maybe lifting that left foot up or leaving it down. Once you feel that stretch, enjoy a few breaths. Just another few breaths on this side with maybe a little press of the low back down. And start to let your legs go. Plant the feet. Give the knees a sway. You can tip your legs over and find your twist. If you want to cross your legs or stack them, tip your legs over to the left. Reach your arms out. And maybe turn your chin to the right. Take one more breath on this side, using an inhale to bring your legs back up. Plant the feet once again. Maybe a sway of the knees side to side before we switch. But let your legs go over to the right. Stack them, cross them. Find your twist and maybe turn your chin over to the left. Take one more breath on this side. And using an inhale to bring the legs back up. Plant your feet. A sway of the knees side to side. And with the feet planted, just start to lift your hips up one time. Just think, I want to lengthen the front of my hip flexors. A little squeeze of the legs and glutes. And then bring them right back down. And either leave your feet planted or hug your knees to your chest. And you might still sway side to side or just be still. And when you're ready to send your legs all the way out long and wide, you can start to set up Shavasana. Maybe that means you aren't going to lay flat on your back right now. Just find a comfortable place where you can spend these last few moments. Give yourself permission to relax. Instead of letting your mind wander, just listen to your breath. You can slowly start to move. Take a deep breath in. Maybe reach your arms up and above your head. Nice big stretch. Bending your knees and rolling over. Finding your way up to a comfy seat when you're ready. You can bring your hands together. Awesome practice, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys very soon. Namaste.